Yo, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Tristan Dunn Show. I am your host, Tristan, and I missed last week, and it is good to be back. I did write down my picks just because I knew I was going to do this episode, and we did very well, actually. I was out of town and I got back, and I thought I was going to be able to squeeze in an episode, and it just did not happen. But we are going to talk about the games because there were some crazy games, and we did very well on some bets we made. Not so well on others, but that's just how the dice rolls. So Sunday night, no, I'm sorry, not Sunday night. Thursday night football. I had the Eagles. If you didn't have the Eagles, what are you doing? Um, I really thought the Eagles were going to blow the Texans away. They did not. Texans kept it close at home, and they covered 14. I did not bet that game though. I was gonna actually sprinkle the money line, but I didn't. Um, it would have been a donation, so I'm glad we didn't. All right, moving on. We're gonna talk about the first game. Let's talk about the picks we had. So we had Eagles, check mark. Bengals, we won. Packers lost. The Packers are abysmal. I think I put 3 units on Detroit plus 3. Detroit, I love them at home getting 4. So they won outright, but when I made the bet, the it was at 3.5, and it actually jumped to 4. So I cashed out the 3.5 and played the 4 because I wanted that extra point, and it didn't matter. They just outright won. Packers are spinning out of control, and I don't know what they need to do to fix it because honestly, I don't even think adding a receiver at this point helps that organization. I think we're getting really close to seeing a complete overhaul in Green Bay. I really think that is coming. Raiders. So I didn't make the coaches call show either because I was out of town, but the the Jaguars, I actually bet the spread on the coaches call show, but I picked the Raiders to win over here. I originally had the Jaguars written down, and I scratched it out and put the Raiders. I will never. I'm not gonna say I won't pick them to win because I can't say that, but I can tell you I'll never bet on the Raiders again. How do you go into the half up 17-0 and you lose 27-20? I had Raiders minus 2.5. Like, come on, bro. All right, so this was fun. I got a fun little stat for you. The Chargers beat the Falcons. Teams that have played the Carolina Panthers and all right, so the teams that have played the Carolina Panthers are 0-8 the next week. They have not won, just outright not won. So I'm gonna say it again because I feel like I messed it up. Teams that have played the Carolina Panthers the week prior to their next game are 0-8 the following week. The Falcons lost outright to the Chargers. So that's a fun little stat. You need to keep an eye on that. So I don't know who the Bengals play this week. Might want to take the other side. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, we're not gonna talk about the Panthers getting blown out by the Bengals. I knew it would be a loss. I didn't know it would be that bad. That was just fucking atrocious. I'm ready for this season to be over with, honestly. I'm just done with it. So we got the Chargers right. How about the Jets, man? The Jets, the Jets, the Jets. I really thought that the Jets ended up turning back into the team we thought they were. I really did. I was like, they had a nice little run going, and then they hit a brick wall against the Patriots last week, played like trash and lost. And then they come out the next week and go, "Nah, we just played bad." And they beat the Super Bowl favorite Buffalo Bills at home. What a win. We got that one wrong, of course, because I picked the Bills. Everybody picks the Bills. So Patriots, I hit the under in this game, and it was so easy. It was so easy. The under was 40.5. They finished with 29. It was too easy. Colts are trash. We've always known they were trash. Patriots take that one easily. So I originally also I crossed out the Dolphins. I was looking at numbers late, and I I loved Bears spread yesterday. I hit it for like 3 or 4 units. I can't remember. And they covered, but they didn't win. I picked them to win because I was looking at numbers late, and I was like, I don't know. I really feel like the Bears could pull this out. Justin Fields played the game of his life, and I think the Bears are slowly improving. I was reading where as the season has progressed, they haven't really won a whole lot, but the team is playing better every week. Better, better, better. They gave the Dolphins all they could handle yesterday, and they were a missed pass interference call away yesterday from winning that game. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Vikings, the quietest 7-1 team probably in NFL history. Nobody's talking about the Vikings. They are 7-1, and you can say, "Oh, they're squeaking by teams," and I don't. They're 7-1. They're 7-1. I mean, dude, I told you I'm right. I'm riding the Vikings till I shouldn't. Let's see. Seattle. Seattle has been my freaking wagon this year, man. I love Seattle. Beating the Cardinals by 10 at home. I love it. I love it. I had the Seahawks winning. And man, and if you watched my TikTok this morning, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. We saw vintage Tom yesterday in the final 30 seconds of the game. You know, I had my biggest bet of the day yesterday was Buccaneers minus 2.5. The spread was originally 3. I bought the hook and I'm glad I did because I won by the hook. But the Bucks, I watched that entire game from start to finish, and they started very, very well on their first drive. And I was like, okay, this is the Bucks team that I wanted to see. They moved the ball right down the field, but ended up kicking a field goal. And honestly, that was their problem all game. They kept kicking field goals. That's been their problem all season. They can't score. But when it mattered, Tom made us sweat. Because I'm gonna tell you, that Bucks team that we saw those last 40 seconds of the game, that hadn't been the team that we've been watching all season. But he pulled it out for us. Not only did I get the win, I got I won my bet as well. So, and then last night, the Chiefs, I wouldn't even say they took care of business, but the Chiefs should have blown the Titans out. The Titans are not a good football team. And I'm tired of telling people that they are not a good football team. So the Titans are going to be like the Bucks. Their division is so fucking bad that they're going to make the playoffs for that reason alone. You put Tannehill back there, put Malik Willis back there. The only reason they are 5-3 is probably Derrick Henry. The team is not that fucking good. They should have blown the Texans out last week. But whatever. I digress. Mahomes threw for Jesus Christ. I didn't even see that stat line. Mahomes threw for 446 yards last night. That man is something else. All right, so that's a recap of this week. And tonight we have Ravens versus Saints. I have the Ravens by probably like 2 scores. But before I even comment on that, because I think my bet for tonight is going to be Ravens spread. Let me go check and see. See, like even the money is saying the Saints, but why? I don't get it. I really don't. Well, that's because people are hitting Baltimore money line. The line's down to minus 120. Might as well hit the money line. The Saints are they're so weird. Like I don't think they're a good football team, but they keep staying in games that they shouldn't stay in. And I don't know. This would be a game where I'm probably just going to play a total. I would rather play a total rather than play a side. I've always been like that. If the games are really close like this and I just can't figure out which side to go, I'm going to go with a total or a prop or something. So I might go under 46.5 in this one. Um, Primetime games are notorious for going under, but that is the recap. So, real quick, we have college football starting tonight. I'm sorry, not college football, college basketball. Matter of fact, it starts in what time is it? 3 hours. At 12 o'clock, we get the first college basketball game of the season. We got Baylor playing, I don't want to misquote, but I think it's Mississippi State. Baylor's playing Mississippi Valley, not Mississippi State. I'm probably, just because it's the first game of the year, probably gonna bet on it. I'll probably play like a half unit on something. I will say the line on that is 40 and a half. A lot of points. But that's one thing with college basketball. It's kind of like college football. You got to be careful because there are teams that can cover that spread. There are teams that can cover that spread, and Baylor is probably one of them. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Listen, all right, so here I'm gonna end it with this. Go to TikTok. If you're already following me on TikTok, I've tagged them. I've tagged our Coaches Call page multiple times on there. Dude, we're giving out winners for free daily. Daily. I went 3-1 yesterday. Donnie, I don't know how Donnie went. I'm not going to speak for him, but I already know Donnie's giving out winners too. So, man, I'm telling y'all, you'll go on. It's free. It's free. We can't make you bet it, but like we're putting the information out there. We're putting our picks out there. You don't have to pay a dime. But if we win you some money, show some support. Go to coachescall.store and buy a shirt. I actually have mine coming in here very soon because I haven't gotten them yet, but I have them ordered. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and that's going to be all for me. And I will see you guys in the next episode, probably Wednesday or Thursday. Peace out.